We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 57 and Mike. 57 and Mike. Let's get it together.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Love. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's
Let's go, guys.
Kicking off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Play action. It's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 36, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On second down, it's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They go bootleg. Love. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Play fake. Here's Love. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, 81 yards. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And the next-gen stats show us the tail of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw left side, completes a QT. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. To the right side, this is Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Taylor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Love now. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running left, Taylor.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On play action. Love to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. We own right. We own them. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
On 1st down, it's Gordon, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Out to his left. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line, and this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Let's go on the 1-yard line. Good defense, guys.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Oh,
This
shit, bro.
potentially a
That
nervy
shit crazy,
situation
bro. I'm
this
like,
close to
damn,
their
they
own
ain't give
goal
it to
line.
him. Shit.
Out of his end zone, Love. Got an open man, it's QT. And some space here. And he's out right at the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. From the end zone, here comes Williams. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And McManus able to put it through, and that gets them back within 10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take
Let's go, my guy.
22-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
They run the counter. Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Taylor.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it.
It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some
That's fluky as hell.
Back in this game, I think they just got their spark.
No doubt
That's
about it.
fluky as
That's
hell.
all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next to score, Colts 21, Broncos 18.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing. Love. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elsewhere, 2nd half.
Man, they don't stop giving you shit, bro.
The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this.
Hey, I thought you had that shit. Ooh, I thought you had
I'm just
that.
thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play
I
caller's
thought you
thinking,
had that,
what
bro.
have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half.
Oh, come on,
It's
man.
intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Come on, man. Are you fucking kidding me, dog? Stop it,
So
dog.
this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had
Get the
fumble
fuck
return
outta
for a
here,
score
man.
earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Come on. Come on, man. Are you serious,
So
bro?
they throw
Come
the pick
on,
six and get
man.
another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned.
man.
It's out of the back of the
Come
end
on,
zone for a
man.
touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
I'm talking about all the way to the crib, man. But nobody around. None of my fast niggas.
Up on 1st and 10.
Man, come on, man.
Taylor's got the first down and more.
Man,
And finally
nobody
brought down at the 43. 197 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right.
Come on, man. Let's go and score, and all we got to do is play some defense, man.
So he put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Come on, man.
Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down.
Ah, damn!
And incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Do what you got to do.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now an option play on second down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Love looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Unbelievable, bro. Good game. Unfucking believable.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the